Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith. Today we're going to be unboxing Too Many Bones, a add-on character called Gasket. This came along with the Undertow products, and this is Gasket the Hydromech. So he is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome looking. I'm going to give you guys a nice close-up of the box, hopefully without too much shimmer. There's a decent angle. So he, of course, has a really cool look to him. And we're going to go ahead now. I'm just going to show you not only the front of the box as I just have, but the back of the box also. Then we're going to take a look at the components inside. So first of all, this comes from Chip Theory Games, of course. So Adam and Josh Carlson. And here is the back of the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in as much as I can here to give you guys an idea of what's going on in the back here. So we've got Too Many Bones, Gasket. Here is the health, attack, dexterity, and defense for this character, as well as a little bit of a creep on the actual dice matrix or skills area for the dice. It's, of course, part of the 1 to 4 Gearlocs playable, 12 and up, and 60 to 90 minutes to play. This is just going to give you another character. Now, the fun part about this one is that I'm not familiar with what this character adds into the world because I haven't played Undertow yet, and I haven't added in all the new expansion content, which I'm super excited to get to on the channel. So I just want to make mention of the fact, guys, if you're watching these unboxings for this, first off, I will be doing the rulebook videos for Undertow. Also, there will be a playthrough on the channel where I'm going to be picking 2 Gearlocs, and we're going to be going ahead and doing a solo playthrough. I'm going to be controlling 2 of them at the same time, so I'd love to hear your feedback on which Gearlocs I should use during that playthrough, and that will likely be in August. After the release of Undertow to the masses. For one of the major reasons is I do not want to do a playthrough in the earlier time frame, like in July, because I do not wish to spoil anything major. So that's something I'm looking out for. First off, here we got a little breakdown of Gasket, so I might as well go ahead and read this. It says, built as a personal sentry to Mirawat near the break in southern Daylor, this hydro-powered steambot is a powerful ally to the Gearloc cause. Manage Gasket's hydro level to launch attacks all battle long, or use it all at once for an unstoppable barrage. Activate derail mode to rearrange and destroy baddies at will, or try your hand at programming with Gasket's directives. Gasket introduces a Gasket introduces a new brand of steam-powered excitement to the Too Many Bones universe. All right, so without any further ado, I think it's time for us to get into the box itself. What do you guys think? Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to grab my knife here. We're going to cut into this thing and find out what Gasket is all about. Oh man, I'm super excited to see the inside of this thing. This is a long time coming, so for those of you that are waiting for your copies, they're going to be coming soon, so not too much time now. So I'll show you guys the box now that we actually have the plastic wrap off. As you can see, there's a nice sheen to it. The light hits it wonderfully, so if it's sitting on your shelf, it's going to really stick. Obviously, the colors much more vibrant when the shrink wrap is taken off. Same thing on the bottom here. Got a bunch of emblems that are all kind of shining as well. Here's the side of the box. Here is the other side of the box. So every emblem on the box basically has a nice shimmer effect or foil effect to it. So we're going to go ahead here, crack open the box, and there we go. So Gasket. Gasket has brown colored dice. So we'll go ahead and take that tray out first. Oops, here we go. This thing does not want to stay up. There we go. So here is the dice as well as his chip. So it's obviously hard to see because there's a cover on it. For those of you that aren't familiar with the packaging for Too Many Bones, there's always a nice dice tray inside. It's made of very, very hard plastic. It's really good quality. It's really nice for gameplay because you can simply take this right off and set this down where you're playing, and just like that, you've got your whole character and their dice all ready to go. So here is the chip for Gasket. So again, you've got, it depends on which side you're using for Gasket, of course. You've got the regular side, and then I guess you got the innate +1 side where the stars come into play, so you guys can see that. So very, very cool. So there's the chip. You've also got the actual, what we'll do is we'll take this styrofoam piece out really quick, and let's see here. Oh, that's so nice. I really love the color combination of dice with the actual mat. So as you can see, it's brown stitching around the edges for Gasket, and the dice are brown. So these are going to be up here in his stat area. These are the 4 dice that will sit in these 4 spots as you build the character up. And of course, you've got all the actual skill dice, which are all sitting right here, that will slot into the different spots as you upgrade the character. So let's give you guys an up-close and personal look at the actual mat for Gasket. This is the final one. Now, if you guys remember, I did a preview for Undertow on my channel where I showed you guys the mat, but it did not have the stitching done on it yet. So here you go. This is the real deal right here with the stitching on it. So Gasket is a bot. That artwork is awesome. Pops right off the neoprene mat. So nice. Again, the stitching is super nice across. You can see here, there are the skills for Gasket, and you can see the progression of his skills and things like that. You get your backup plan, which of course is always unique per each character in the world of Too Many Bones, and then you've got your regular active and locked positions. So again, as you play through the game, for those of you that aren't familiar, you'll be going ahead and you'll be putting your dice into these slots like this, you know, and that 2 + 1 = 3, and then of course when you bump up to the next level, you just rotate the die. It's something that's really cool about the game. Everything's tracked in dice on the mat. Another really cool feature of the mats, guys, that I've always found really interesting is, I believe, if they're die cut perfectly to fit, but they can be picked up. So you can pick the mat up and you can transport it elsewhere. So that's what's really cool. Of course, if you're super violent with it, you just throw it around, it'll pop out. But if you just want to, like if the whole thing was full of dice, you could literally lift it up and walk away with it. That's pretty cool. You'd probably want to carry it more so on an angle like this, but you just take it all to another table, and it would be really easy. So setup and tear down on this game is super convenient. That's one of the reasons why I like it so much. So there is Gasket's play mat, and then the other thing inside of the box here at the bottom, of course, is Gasket's actual reference card. So this is the last thing in the box, and it is going to show a wonderful breakdown of all the dice for Gasket, the different abilities that Gasket has. So hydro valve, primary canister, secondary canister, all that kind of stuff. You got a mode here called Derail. We read that actually, so those are purple. You've got a mode here called Destroy and a mode called Direct. And then you've got consumables here. Power converters. There's a big slip up there. You've got the dice icon key here. So here's a rundown of that. You can go ahead and pause the screen at any time to kind of take a look at those and read them. And then right here we've got the backup plan breakdown. So this is the special breakdown for Gasket and his abilities. There's a little bit of breakdown about him himself. Beginner build strats, very familiar to all of you guys that have the previous characters. This will help you out. There's actually a video icon there, so I'll be actually doing a video for this one as well. Or there actually already is a video for that one as well, but essentially this gives you a nice idea as to how to go ahead and start building up for Gasket. Innate and 8+1 here. Effect die definitions, and then of course the critical Gasket details. So a whole section on that, breaking it down. Pretty cool. This is one of the things I love with the game. These are indestructible. These things are amazing. They're made of PVC, and you can literally submerge these in water and they will not disintegrate or fall apart. What's really cool, they also can take quite a bit of a beating because they're made of such high quality material. So I've seen people take pictures of this thing on the beach and all this kind of stuff, because obviously with the neoprene mat you have to be a little careful, but technically everything here could be submerged in water if you wanted to do that. I saw a hilarious video way back in the day that Adam and Josh Carlson did of actually submerging their components in water to prove how durable they really were. Again, it's up to you whether that's something you want to do. I prefer to keep my games dry, but it's cool to know that, you know, if someone was to spill a drink or something like that, you've got a game that essentially can handle a little bit of beat up and not get destroyed. So that's it. Just goes to show how high quality this stuff is, and the dice in this game are just so pretty. So that's it. That's going to basically wrap up Gasket. Hopefully this gives you a good idea as to what to expect in the box if you're actually looking to pick this one up. If you're already expecting it from the Kickstarter, well then you're already just in the waiting pattern. It should be arriving to you soon. Probably, well, I'm not going to specify exactly their shipping parameters and when they actually plan to deliver this stuff, but I believe it's supposed to be around Gen Con, so that's my assumption or guess. And then, of course, if you don't already have this, they have, or don't already have this coming to you from the Kickstarter, you can go to their online store and you can pre-order it, so that when it becomes available, which they do have a listing on the site as to when that is going to occur, then you can pick it up straight from their site. So hopefully this helps you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the look at Gasket, and that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments below. Are you going to be picking up Gasket? Do you think he's a cool character? Do you already have him from the Kickstarter? Are you looking forward to picking him up? Let me know your thoughts and comments. And as always, keep on rolling solo.